Всех приветствую на канале Sanruba Games. Сегодня у нас игра такая The Last Case of Джон Морли. Типа последнее дело Джона Морли. Погрузитесь в разум Джона Морли, детектива 40-х годов, на своем последнем деле. Исследуйте забытые места и восстанавливайте сцены преступлений в приключении, полных тайн, неожиданных поворотов и правды, скрытой десятилетиями. Что ж, давайте посмотрим, что это такое у нас. В глубинах тьмы он проснулся, вздрогнув. Не успел. Могу прочитать. Он проснулся, вздрогнув, сердце яростно колотилось в груди, а холодная земля под ним казалась чужой и влажной. Вокруг была тьма, густая, удушающая, такая, что поглощала все звуки, кроме его собственного тяжелого дыхания. Он пытался собраться с мыслями, но они рассыпались, терялись в тумане, смятения и страха. Где он? Как сюда попал? Его ноги дрожали, когда он заставил себя встать. Под тяжестью неизвестного ужаса, где-то в глубине деревьев, он услышал что-то следовало за ним. Все время хоронит все истины под тенями, но прошлое всегда находит способ пробиться обратно на поверхность, требуя быть услышанным, несмотря на цену. Где? Я знаю, но следуй за мной, я чувствую это. Я ничего не вижу. Не буду оглядываться. Не следовало мне рисковать так. Но это лиса. Так гавкает. Звук. Он идет от реки. Присесть не могу. А вот река. Речка, реченька. Реченька, реченька. Речка. Небо голубое. Если оно меня поймает, пощады не будет. А мне, может, бежать надо туда? Бегом, бегом. Пам-пам-пам-пам-пам. Я знаю, оно скрывается где-то в этом лесу. Беги тогда. Джон Морли. Джон Морли. Скоро я смогу увидеть его свет. Чей? Как эхо еще такое. Возьми по башке, да? Наконец я могу собраться силами и спланировать, как противостоять этой чудовищной твари. Что за мазафака была? Последний день в больнице. Пронзительный свет утреннего солнца пробудил Джона от беспокойного сна. Месяцами странные кошмары мучили его. И даже самые сильные седативные препараты не могли притупить странные видения, преследующие его разум. Еще один день в этой проклятой больнице. Его раны все еще болели, но он не чувствовал сожаления. Несмотря на несчастный случай, он привел виновника тех ужасных преступлений к правосудию. В конце концов, разве не в этом долг любого хорошего частного детектива? Меня зовут Джон Морли, частный детектив, а сегодня знаменательный день. После самых изощренных пыток от рук этой проклятых медсестер и стольких лекарств, что хватило бы свалить быка, сегодня я, наконец, свободен. Кого бы мог подумать, что дело об убийстве в красных туфлях, штормовая ночь, промокшие нитки, до нитки, схватка с этим...
It appears you're awake at last. We had considerable difficulty rousing you earlier this morning, so I deemed it best to let you rest a while longer. I bring you good news. The latest test results are favourable, and the doctor has authorised your discharge. You are now officially ready to go. I have placed your belongings on the table. Oh, and a lady stopped by this morning with some clothes from the dry cleaner.
I've been having nightmares.
The doctor has prescribed some medication that should help address any residual effects. This should assist in alleviating your nightmares.
My belongings? I thought everything was already in the room.
There are a few valuables and some coins we kept for safekeeping. They are in the box on the table.
So I'm better now?
Yes. You are much improved. Both your physical and psychological assessments have been satisfactory, and there are no impediments to your returning to your normal life.
A woman brought my clothes from the dry cleaner. Was it Penny?
I couldn't say. She arrived quite early, before my shift began. I've placed the garments in the wardrobe to keep them from getting wrinkled. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have other patients to attend to. I wish you all the best.
Так, вроде досье. Медицинская выписка, отчет о решении выписки лечащего врача доктора А. Форнер.
Story of my life. That's me, the
Это я
bloodhound Morley.
ищейка Морли.
Blimey, it's nearly noon. Trench coat and fedora hat. Every detective's must
Fedora.
have. And there's notes from Penny, my secretary. She must have left it here a few days ago while I was still under observation. Damn it, Penny. I don't blame her. Blimey, what a fool I took onto that rain-soaked pavement. I better get dressed. The hospital gown that ties in the back doesn't exactly scream professional. I usually use... I should get myself... These... Well, looks brand new. The collar's pristine.
Мне дали ачивку за то, что я хотел голый выйти, типа. Ну, не одетый. Или я не знаю просто, как я выгляжу.
I'd better hurry up. Just like Penny says in her note, I might have a new client this afternoon. And with the way things are going, I can't afford to let that slip away.
Что читаем?
All right, let's get moving. Today's the first day of the rest of my life. Back again. Feels like stepping into a forgotten paradise. Everything's got that same old charm. and yet feels oddly new.
Meow meow.
This hospital stint's given me a bit of a new outlook. Maybe I'll take it a shade easier from now on, sticking to cases that don't demand a trip to the morgue. Here they are, Penny's keys, just like it says in her note. This case is worth its weight in my files. Case, even the coppers missed it. The slut. So this is Peter. That smug grin's the murder weapon from the cadet. The case of the Red Shoes murder. One of the most complicated I've faced. This one's a favorite. The jealous lover solved everything with a few... My desk, strangely tidy. Normally it's buried under papers, notes, bits of evidence. Penny must have wanted to leave everything spick and span before... The umbrella with a bullet hole. Another one of my cards. But this one has my last name circled.
Эй, чё тут?
The drawer. It's locked. But there doesn't seem to be a keyhole.
Это тут я должен, да? Морли. Ага. О!
The Scarlet Page. I trust Penny didn't go snooping through my things while I was away. Oh, my apologies, madam. I didn't hear you come in. I was a bit distracted.
Good afternoon, Mr. Morley. I trust your assistant informed you of my visit as promised.
My apologies. I was rather engrossed and didn't notice your arrival. To whom do I owe the honour of this meeting?
Lady Margaret Fordside, the 4th Countess of Bloomsbury.
Lady Margaret, could you tell me what brings you here today? How can I assist you?
I shall endeavour to be as candid as possible. 20 years ago, when my daughter was just 18, she was brutally murdered. It happened at our family estate, Bloomsbury Manor. Someone slipped into the house unnoticed, and upon reaching her room, delivered 5 fatal stab wounds to her chest, lungs, and heart. The police, eager to close the case, hastily blamed and condemned 2 violent thieves who clearly had nothing to do with her death. The investigation was closed, and justice was never served. I am prepared to offer you £30,000 if you take on this case, and a further £30,000 if you can solve it and bring the true killer to light. Tell me, Mr. Morley, will you accept this case?
I understand your distress, Lady Fordside. But before I commit to anything, might I trouble you with a few questions?
By all means, Mr. Morley. Ask whatever you must.
A case that's been cold for 20 years. You certainly don't make it easy for me, Lady Margaret. What made you decide to seek out a detective now?
For over 2 decades, I've fought tirelessly to have the case reopened, to prove that the real murderer escaped justice. But all in vain. Neither solicitors nor well-meaning police friends, nor even journalists hungry for a dark story have managed to uncover anything. Then one day, I read about your success in solving the case of the Red Shoes killer. Regrettably, I also learned of the unfortunate incident that left you hospitalized with grievous injuries. On the advice of your secretary, Miss Penny, I waited patiently for your recovery. And now, here I am.
But tell me about Bloomsbury Manor. Do you still reside there?
After Elodie's death, I abandoned the estate. I couldn't bear to remain there, to live within those walls. Even now, when I visit the manor, it still feels as though I can hear her footsteps echoing through the halls, her voice humming that old melody, the delusions of an old woman who has mourned her daughter for far too long, Mr. Morley. No mother should ever have to bury her child. Should you accept the case, Bloomsbury Manor would likely be the best place to begin the investigation. I shall not impede your work, as I now reside at Bedford Square, in the heart of the city.
Tell me about the men the police arrested. Why are you so certain they weren't guilty?
2 days after the murder, the police arrested a pair of violent thieves who were terrorizing the county at the time. Though they swore their innocence in my daughter Elodie's death, their criminal record completely undermined their defense. Seizing the opportunity, the police locked them away for their other crimes, and the case was closed. But what has always struck me as suspicious is that nothing was stolen on the night my Elodie was killed. If those thieves were truly the culprits, why would they murder her and then leave without taking a single piece of silver? It doesn't add up, Mr. Morley.
Tell me, were there any witnesses? Did anyone see or hear anything?
It happened at midnight. The house was practically empty at the time, with only a few servants and a guest who was sleeping in the west wing. I was the only one who might have heard something, as my room was next to hers. Unfortunately, I had taken a sleeping draught and fell into a deep slumber. It is a decision I shall regret for the rest of my days.
Well, I believe I have all the information I need to get started. I accept the case, and will begin the investigation immediately.
I'm pleased to hear that. My butler will bring you the £30,000 tomorrow morning. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have matters to attend to. Once you uncover the culprit, contact me at once, and I shall promptly deliver the remaining £30,000. Please, Mr. Morley, unravel this harrowing mystery that has tormented me for so long.
Ну, вот такая вот игра. Детективный, интерактивный. Получается у нас. Into the Shadow. Раскрывать мы будем дело последнее. Получается так.
As I made my way through the dense forest path, a haunting silence enveloped the air. It was as though the very night of the crime still lingered here, shrouded in an eerie calm. The manor stood before me, its facade as inscrutable as the shadows that danced in the moonlight. Every step I took felt like a step deeper into the heart of a mystery that refused to be forgotten.
Ну, в общем-то, вот такая вот игра. The Last Cave of Джон Морли.